This is Mobile Trust, your cable station catering to both English and Dutch-speaking Mobians from around Mobius to the United States of America. Chow Bubbles, a popular milkshake drink without any additives and preservatives to let you enjoy without guilt, is tonight's sponsorship for the Jeopardy Masters Challenge. A challenge for the ages! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jeopardy Masters Challenge! Let us meet the 3 contestants for today's competition. Achieving the ultimate dream of becoming coach of his favorite football team is something to behold. But when it comes to competition, this is his ticket to good fortune. Representing Oslo, Norway, Scandinavia, let us meet Torfinn Magnusson! Returning to today's competition is a rival who is trying to outsmart the champion, but a close call almost put him out for a week. But surviving a 3-way tie was a saving grace. Representing Death Valley, California in the United States of America, here is Sonic the Hedgehog! And our returning champion to claim his own redemption. From the South Islands in Mobius, here is Sonic the Hedgehog, whose one-day cash winnings totaled 590,000 rings. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the host of the Jeopardy Masters Challenge, Miles Tails Prower. Thank you, announcer, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, I do enjoy the welcoming to everyone here at Fate Production Studios. And with that, I welcome you to the Jeopardy Masters Challenge, where the former champions and contenders will battle it out to determine to see if they can survive a 5-day route to have a seat in the grand finale for a big opportunity to win the maximum jackpot of 50 million rings and a bunch of bragging rights to all of his peeps. Last time out was a doozy where we had to break a 3-way tie to see who will move on. But so far, one prevailed, the other was chosen to stay on, but the other is sitting out, but due to a tie, no strike is needed. So with that said, let's meet our contestants for tonight's game. First off, I'd like to introduce Torfinn Magnusson, born and raised in Trondheim, Trøndelag, Norway, Scandinavia, now currently living in the eastern part of Norway, to where the city is Oslo. Now, recently when Torfinn once told us that he was a coach to a team, I found out that they started a new league that is for the C-level players, also known as juniors. That's a pretty nifty idea to have a new league for newcomers priming themselves to get into that official football league that will help them thrive in the future. Now, I never asked this beforehand, but what other hobbies do you do when the league is on break?
Well, I do vividly remember that kegling, better known as bowling, was the next best thing for a hobby when I was living in Trondheim. However, when I got to Eastern Norway, the first thing came into my mind was the arts. Seeing the artistic works of Rembrandt, Johannes Meer, Leonardo da Vinci, and various other artists got me into teaching the juniors before their big game to learn the values of true works of art, but to incorporate success and failure, but in a more motivating way.
Hey, I like that. That will teach the players those morals and face value in order to succeed in life. I love it. By the way, do you remember how much you accumulated when you tied with Rotor Boomer before Lena Tchaikovsky was the victor in Game 4 of the International Challenge?
If I'm not mistaken, it was 70,000 rings.
70,000 rings. Well, it was almost a nail-biter despite the odd wager from Lena, but no matter, you're back for a chance to get into the finals. That is, if you can topple the champion today and go 5 days without defeat. With that, I wish you good luck on your endeavors. Do you want to take a pass, Shadow?
Silent strategy, Fox Boy. So go ahead.
Fair enough. Ready for another round, Sonic? And like what the announcer said, you're defending your title, including your cash winnings, which stands at 590,000 rings, including 1 golden emerald worth up to 10,000 rings. That is yours to keep if you don't use it during gameplay. However, keep this in mind, Sonic. If you lose today's game, but return as a second place runner-up, or in case of a tie to be chosen, your winnings will be cut in half to 245,000 rings. Keep that in mind, though. And ladies and gentlemen, these are your 3 competitors for tonight. Alright, and for you newcomers to the Masters Challenge of Jeopardy, let me explain the rules of the competition. It's a round-robin format with a twist. Each game has 3 rounds plus the final. Should the contestant win tonight, he or she will come back to defend the title, but the biggest challenge is staying 5 times in succession to have a chance to earn a seat in the finale to play for the biggest prize of them all, bragging rights and 50 million rings. But as I said to Sonic, there is a caveat. If the champ loses a game, he or she must restart to 0 days and cut their winnings in half. That is, if they're in second place. As for third, they must sit out for 1 week to continue with their eligibility, but will receive a strike. 3 strikes, and they are out of the competition, but will receive a consolation prize upon their exit in the competition. Now, should the champion goes into third place today, all of his winnings is wiped out. There is a huge danger to Jeopardy, so let's keep that in mind though. Now, as usual, players, your responses must be phrased in the form of a question. Beware with that Jeopardy. With that said, let us begin the first round of Jeopardy with these first 6 categories. Composers. National symbols. Number, please. The art of fighting. Cartoon crossovers. And television acronyms. Our first round has 1 daily double, and to make it interesting, I'm placing a trap called the betting war, in which 3 of you will be asked how much you want to risk in the category that will be hidden. It's hard to handle, but higher the stakes. Let's shuffle it. Alrighty, the trap is set, so let's see how it goes. Sonic, pick your poison.
Okay, let's start off with composers for 1,000.
First clue is this. Among his famous works, the composer composed Operetta 49, number 4, mostly famous for getting parents to sing their babies to sleep. His lullaby. Torfinn.
Who's Johannes Brahms?
First blood drawn by Torfinn. Go again.
Next amount on the same category.
Composers 2000. Notable for his piano piece, Für Elise. Torfinn again.
Who's Beethoven?
Ludwig von Beethoven, correct.
Next amount, same category, please.
Continuing on composers for 3000. Despite having a relationship with George Sand, his notable work included the Waltz in D-flat major, also known as the Minute Waltz. Torfinn.
Who is Frederick Chopin?
Yeah.
Same category, next amount.
Gonna make it 404 on composers. His works included the musical offering and the well-tempered clavier, most famous during the Baroque period. Torfinn.
Who's Johann Sebastian Bach?
You got 4 clues correct, Torfinn. Sweep composers and a golden emerald worth up to 10,000 rings is yours. What do you say?
Let's go for it.
Make a break on the final clue in composers. Here it is. Pasquale Amato sung his own version of Carmen, Chanson de Toreador in Italian, but this French composer is notable of bringing Carmen into the world of his famous librettos. Shadow.
Who is Bizet?
Jules Bisset, correct. Tough luck, Torfinn, but next time out. Shadow, continue.
Number, please, 1,000.
Consider a life sentence a real death sentence. 1 life sentence is equivalent to this many years. Sonic.
What is 99?
You're on the board now, Sonic, continue.
Number 2,000.
As a rare spectacle in baseball, an immaculate inning is where 1 pitcher throws 3 strikes in these many balls without error. Sonic?
What is 9?
Correct.
3 on number, please.
Oh, betting war! Right out of the gate. Now that the trap is sprung, one of you 3 will have an opportunity to raise the stakes on this clue. Number, please. Sonic, since you're third at the moment, you can begin the bidding.
I'll start off the minimum of 1,000.
Sonic starts at 1,000. Shadow.
I'll make them suffer. The whole loot.
Oof, he's going all in. Torfinn, you have no choice.
I'm not getting involved. I'll pass, please.
Torfinn passes. Shadow, your score is 5,000 rings. It's either bust or a tie with Torfinn with 10,000 rings, based off on your knowledge in number, please. Scoring a strike of 15 points to reach 450 is extremely difficult in this variation of bowling in Canada, where you only knock out these many pins, but they are as wide as a small wooden ball.
What is 9?
No, that's a European variety of bowling, same to Texas. The perfect game of 450 is in 5-pin bowling. 5 is the response. You still got a lot of time, Shadow, so go ahead and pick again.
4,000 for number, please.
Area code, where is the signature number for WWE superstar Rey Mysterio? Shadow?
Respected California. What is 619?
Do you know the city, Shadow?
Yep, San Diego.
Good memory there. You're back in the hunt, Shadow. Pick again.
Let's blank out that category.
Finishing off number, please. In geometry, a tetrahedron is a type of triangular pyramid that has this many faces, hence the Greek number for it. Sonic?
What is 4?
You're only 2,000 away towards Torfinn's lead, Sonic. Keep it going.
National symbols 1,000.
Even though the kiwi is their national icon and endemic to New Zealand, the ponga, a Maori plant term translated as this, is known to be the symbol of the country since the 1880s. Even in cricket, the symbol is used for the team called the Black Caps. Sonic?
What is the silver fern?
Yes, beautiful plant.
National symbols for 2.
Sonic only behind 1,000. The answer is adopted in 1183. The chrysanthemum moon, better known as seal, in this country is best known as the imperial symbol and also for the order that was established in 1876. Shadow.
What's Japan?
Definitely.
I gotta get out of this funk soon. Symbols for 3,000.
This might help you out. As it stands now, you're only 4,000 away from tying Torfinn for first, but I sense you want to get out of third immediately, huh?
That's my plan. Gotta make up for fouling up that betting war clue.
Then what's your wager?
Not a penny more, Fox Boy. All of it.
Right. Alrighty. The score is 6,000 rings. It's either bust or 12,000 rings and the lead based on the knowledge of this clue in national symbols. The Pearson pennant, a flag adopted shortly in Canada in 1965, had 3 of these before it became one in 1965 when it changed the color stripes from blue to red, hence becoming their national flag in that said year, proclaimed by Her Royal Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
What's a maple leaf?
Affirmative. With that, all the traps are cleared out, so the remaining game until the call will have regular clues. Shadow, 12,000 rings. You're leading at the moment, and it's your turn to select.
National symbols drop a notch.
4,000. Like a god, this leviathan of an animal is one of their national symbols in India. Make sure the Mahu is controlling it. Torfinn.
What's an elephant?
And don't you forget about it. Continue.
5,000 on national symbols.
Completing the category. Tamil and Sinhalese are 2 languages that are considered national in this country that was originally helmed by the British. Sonic.
What's Sri Lanka?
Formerly known as Ceylon. You're tied with Torfinn at the moment, Sonic. Keep going.
Art of fighting for 1,000.
Known as the art of the fist and feet, most of the majority in this martial art, in which the parent form is Shotokan Karate, is kicking. 90% legs, 10% punches. The difference also is they have the breaking practice routine, which is breaking wood as a test in their discipline. Shadow.
What is taekwondo?
You're 1,000 away from putting us in a 3-way tie.
You're gonna get your wish, Fox Boy. Television acronyms for 1,000.
Oosh, he means business. Before Cookie Jar and DHX Media, Jean Chalopin in 1971 created this entertainment services originated in France, known for famous shows as The Littles, Heathcliff, Dennis the Menace, and Inspector Gadget. Shadow?
What is DIC?
Oh, he definitely means business, folks. Shadow.
Notch it on acronyms.
Same category, 2000. Currently an in-name only unit for CBS Enterprises, it was a distribution production company known for many old shows, but if you've grown up with the fanfare based off of Camelot Entertainment, do you remember any game shows being distributed by them? Sonic.
What's KWP?
Yep, King World Productions.
3000 for television acronyms.
Right. Next to Viacom, this British company that began from 1964 to 1998 was notorious for its scary logo animations of the three diamonds swirling with different colors. Torfinn?
What's ITC?
Incorporated Television Company, indeed.
Acronyms 4000?
The whole world could be your oyster if you can remember a company that started in the 1950s that were in line to purchase Decca Records. It was also known to distribute home videos, including the An American Tail series and the flop film The Jetsons, the movie. Shadow?
What is MCA?
Yes, sir. Music Corporation America.
Put it to death, Fox Boy.
Final clue in television acronyms. Distributor that was also known to help distribute cartoons from the 80s to the 90s that sometimes was parallel to DiC. That will be LBS, Lexington Broadcasting Services. Shadow, continue.
Cartoon crossovers, 1000.
Time machine ran amok between these two famous families in the 1987 made-for-TV movie special where they had to fix their indifferences, too much popularity, and a problem with their jobs. Torfinn?
Who are the Jetsons and the Flintstones?
Of course.
Cartoon 2000?
Could be another three-way tie here. Agent 000 and likewise his assistant could have raced through a racetrack out of a paper bag in their first appearance, as part of a crossover from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, not since their own cartoon short series and part of their venture with Two Stupid Dogs. Sonic.
Who are Secret Squirrel and Morocco Mole?
Three-way tie, continue.
3000 for cartoons.
Though a semi-crossover, it seems to be the passing of the torch for a famous character in this self-entitled Betty Boop cartoon where that said star was doing the hula dance at the circus. Smoke a pipe? Eat your veggies? Join the Navy? Torfinn?
Got to be the famous sailor. Who is Popeye?
Popeye the Sailor, of course.
Same clue, 4000?
As the polar opposites, these famous cartoon stars crossed over in a scene from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where Eddie Valiant was free-falling from a skyscraper avoiding a maniac version of Jessica. Shadow?
Who are Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse?
Those are the two.
On your horse and in that category.
Completing cartoon crossovers. As one of the earliest characters of the Warner Brothers, this black character made an appearance on Tiny Toons Adventures in the episode Fields of Honey, where Honey manages to build a theater to watch all of his classics when Talking Toons was prominent in the 30s. Presumably, this might be an unusual crossover considering that the character went to MGM in careful fashion. Sonic.
Who's Bosco?
Got it.
Fighting 2000.
As a descendant to the Fujian White Crane and Hunga Wujin, known as Five Animals or Elements, is a type of this martial art based on striking, Chin-Na, and Qigong. The animals are tiger, crane, leopard, snake, and dragon. Torfinn.
What's Kung Fu?
Care to fight?
I'd rather not. Anyway, 3000 Art of Fighting?
Samosashchita Besh Arushia, translated as self-defense without weapons, is a type of martial art based in the USSR in the 1920s, pioneered by Viktor Spiridonov and Vasily Oshchepka, where it's based on wrestling but less brutal. Torfinn again?
What is Sambo?
Da.
Art of Fighting 4000?
A form of boxing where they use mostly elbows, fists, knees, and feet, hence calling it the art of the 8 limbs. Sonic.
What is Muay Thai?
Right, now to complete the round with the last clue. No holds bar. If you're thinking the UFC, truth be told, until its radical change, Calhoun Gracie introduced this Brazilian martial arts to that said company in 1993, but many organizations introduced safer MMA unified rules for safe fighting. Allegedly. To be frank, there are no rules. Shadow.
What's valet tudo?
Correct. And with that last clue, we have finished up our first round of Jeopardy, and my goodness, we have another close one up for grabs, if I dare say. The scores are this. Sonic and Shadow are tied in first at 27,000 rings, while Torfinn is chasing the lead, but by only a smear 1,000 rings. He's in third at 26,000. Torfinn is going to start Master Jeopardy in just a couple of minutes, as we will provide you with some adverts for you to enjoy. Come back in a bit to witness Master Jeopardy.